I have also learned that oatmeal is dangerous. Oatmeal is dangerous to cook with. You overfill that pot and you're gonna end up in this situation right here. You're gonna go from being this happy to seeing that. And that does not make you happy. And you know who else? This also brings up this conversation. Take a look at this picture and notice underneath the pot on the kitchen, on the stovetop, under the grates is dirt, right? Is a bunch of oatmeal gluck and stuff like that. And this brings up a conversation around standards. One of the things that you will learn when you live with people is that hygiene standards are a real cause of conflict. Like if someone holds lower standards than you hold in a particular area, in this case, underneath the stove and under the stove grate, my standards for what is acceptable to leave under the stove grate for an extended period of time do not quite meet Carrie's standards of what are acceptable to leave under the stove grate. You know, in our world, I am responsible. I'm the cleaner, right? I take out the trash, I wash all the dishes, I clean the kitchen. I'm the guy who's responsible for cleaning. And then once every week or two, we have someone who comes in, we pay them, and they do like a deep clean. And the way I have felt about it is like, hey, listen, you know, I wipe down the counters, I wash all the dishes, I take out the trash, but under the stove grate, you gotta lift the thing up, and it's like, you know, it's under there, it's not, no one's getting to it, we don't have mice, it's fine. No, Carrie would like that when I do my nightly cleanup of the kitchen, that I include under the stove grate. And there's not a lot of things, it's really interesting, like the stuff that just doesn't get through. There's not a lot of requests that she makes of me that I don't give to her, right? I mean, I want to give her everything that she wants. That's like one of the things I'm doing in the world is taking care of her and being the kind of guy who is, you know, giving their lady everything they want and taking pride and joy in that. That's like part of my identity that I'm really proud of, you know? No. Apparently, in this case, she claims, I guess I really just didn't hear it, that she has asked me several times, not just once, but several times, to clean under the stove grate when I clean the kitchen at night. And so added this to my routine. It feels good. I want to. Look, when you give someone something, the goal is not to do it up, to give it to them the way you think they should want it. It's to give it to them how they actually want it. And what she wants from me giving her a couple things that I've figured out that she wants from me in relationship to being the person who cleans in our world. Number one is to enjoy it and be happy about it, which I am. I don't punish her later for being the guy who cleans. I like to clean. I'm happy to clean. I'm happy that she enjoys not having to clean and me cleaning. I'm like giving it to her freely, no strings attached, no barter, no later, passive aggressive unhappiness or resentment because I had to do it. But she would also like me to give it to her in the way that she would like it the most, which is up to her level of hygiene standards, which I was not meeting in my cleaning. So I guess the whole point of this is, you know, that when you live with someone or when you have a relationship, standards and the expectations around different standards can cause conflict. Most conflict is around unmet expectations as it relates to standards in any area. In this case, standards of cleanliness where, listen, the house I grew up in, okay, they were definitely not meant to stick around as long as they did. I mean, we had mushrooms growing out of the sink. We had mold. I mean, we just like, it was wild. Okay, let's get back to business stuff. But so that happened. I've been cooking a lot. Operation Body Up 2019 is in full effect. I'm going hard every day. I do about 4 or 5 days a week. I wake up at 7 a.m. and then I have a little espresso, and then by 7:30 I'm doing my workout, and by 8:30 I'm done. I have breakfast, hang out with Carrie, and I get started around 9:30 or 10. And it's been feeling really good to put daily attention on moving my body. It's helped me be way more effective in my work life. You know, I just feel a lot more present and in my body when I actually sit down to begin work, and it feels really good. And you know, I never had this level of consistency before. And not everyone does like first of the year, we're doing a challenge. No, let's be ready for the first of the year. Let's start our challenge in December 1st all the way through December 24th, and then you just ball out of control 24th through the 30th, go hard body, Charlie Livingston, eat whatever you want, and then, you know, by January 1st, you already feel good in your body because you did 24 days of moving. And I'm not talking about Charlie is the man. I love Charlie, but Charlie's hard body. You saw him, that Blue Ribbon Mastermind, shirt off, ripped out of control. I'm not talking about that. I'm not trying to go hard body. I'm trying to go gentle, 30 to 45 minutes of daily movement. Come into your body, do a little stretching. That doesn't look like that. I don't know what that is. Do a little stretching, do a little foam rolling, some gentle daily movement, warm up, feel good, maybe a little bit of a kettlebell or some kind of light resistance exercises, body weight exercises, and hold you accountable to move your body even 7 times in December if you wouldn't otherwise. Might be worth it. So I'm thinking about Operation Body Up 2019, inviting people to it. But I've been working on it, and for the record, I'm bodied up right now, just for what it's worth. Okay, moving on. I went and spoke at ManyChat conference. This is me and the what do you call it? The CEO and founder of ManyChat, McCall. This is me on stage at ManyChat. And I've got some behind the scenes footage that is hilarious that I haven't released yet, that I'm gonna release. But as you can see here, I got the investor sweatshirt on. I'm one of one of 6 early investors into ManyChat. I gave them tens of thousands of dollars, and I invested and I advised them, and it's been a great investment. It's worked out for me. It's been a good one. And they are now rolling out SMS text messaging as part of their bot flows, and I am working on a course for you guys about how to use SMS in e-commerce with ManyChat and otherwise, so hang tight for that. That's coming, but that was kind of fun. Do you use Bluetooth headphones? I bought these Jabra Elite 65T Bluetooth headphones. You put them in your ears, and it's what you do with headphones, I guess. That's not revolutionary, but you do put them in your ears. And I've been weary of I've never used wireless headset ever. I've only ever used wired, and I don't know why. I've just been like, I don't know. I don't want to use that technology. It just hasn't felt like, I don't know. I've never adopted it, but I now have, and like washing dishes in the kitchen while listening to a podcast, out for a run, in the car, in bed. I mean, it has changed my life. Bluetooth headphones, who knew? And these ones are kind of fun because there's a setting where it, instead of noise canceling, what it does, because it's for working out, is it actually, you can set how much, but it passes in the ambient noise into your headphone. So not only can you hear what's going on in these Jabra Elite 65Ts, you have to download their app, but not only can you hear what is going on in your headphones, your podcast, your music, your Blue Ribbon Mastermind, hopefully, or whatever, Smart Marketer blog. And by the way, I want to release a podcast. If I released a podcast, I'm asking you a lot of questions. Feel free to answer. Smart Marketer podcast, what do you think? Interested, not interested, think it would be good? I might do it. But anyways, it also passes in the ambient noise. So if you're outside, you can hear what's going on outside around you. It's much safer. Really cool. Bought these, enjoying them. Brett Curry came to town. Brett the Fury Curry. And we filmed some updates for Smart Google Traffic. So Brett Curry came. That was really fun. I sent my team to Clavio, Boston. You can see here on the right. This is Nancy, who's a social media manager for Zipify Smart Marketer. Marin, who's my sustainability coordinator and social media team for Boom. Jeff Wenberg, who's my content director for Zipify, and Laura, who's the lead social media manager at Clavio, Boston. They went out there and they filmed an update of what everything was covered. Whatever happened at Clavio, Boston, I'll show you in a second how you can see that update. Everything that they learned, you can get access to as well. So that's kind of fun. Had the team here, and I just want to point out in this picture, this is some of the team, some of the Zipify team, some of the Smart Marketer team, some of the Boom team. We do these quarterly offsites. But I just want to point out that Ruben is not actually sitting on Josh's knee. As much as it looks like it, Ruben is just crouched in a funny position, and he looks like he's sitting on Josh's knee, but he is not, which is really funny. But it was super fun to have the team here. And I highly recommend, if you don't get together with your leadership team, do it once every 3 or 4 months, high level. What are we doing over the next couple months? What needs our attention right now? We're a virtual team. I got 103 team members all over the world. And so to get people in person and really connect in that way has proven really valuable. So we do that once every 3 or 4 months. That was really fun. And now we're going to talk business. And